What's good, everybody? It's your boy Showtime, the word around the world. On this episode right here, man, we got to talk about the real reason why Luka Doncic could possibly be leaving the Dallas Mavericks within 1 to 2 years. Okay, so look, check this out, bro. Some people gonna deny it. Some people gonna say, you know what, I can see this happen, so I'm gonna be on the fence. But we got to break a lot of stuff down and really look at it. Open up your mind, really pay attention to a lot of stuff. Plus, I touched on this a lot because it's a lot of rumbling in the NBA streets that, yeah, that is very possible. A lot of people expect him to do that. A lot of people in NBA circles will talk about that. Some people anyway, a lot of people anyway that may know a little something, that may hear a little something. They seem to think that Luka Doncic gonna ask for a trade request if they don't build the proper roster around him. Which, if you think about that, even in reality, Luka Doncic seems like a guy that wants to win. So that's not no foregone conclusion that he would ask for a trade from the Dallas Mavericks and look to go somewhere that's going to properly build around him. Before I even get to that, though, you know what I don't understand though? Why do we live in a universe where we pick and choose when we want to criticize players? It's again when it comes to guys that already won the championship, right? Like Kawhi, Kevin Durant. The dudes be getting destroyed if they don't win. But they already proved they won a championship. They proven winners no matter what. How anybody feel, right? Or even I don't say LeBron because no matter what LeBron do, he's not gonna get criticized for it. So that's why I didn't say LeBron. Steph Curry too. Steph Curry can still get criticism even when he don't win. It's sad. Man got 4 chips. He still got to keep winning for you to respect. But when it comes to Luka Doncic, people like Luka Doncic, to me, who hasn't shown me that he can lead a team to a championship, or if you go off last year, I mean, he led to the West Conference Finals. I mean, that's cute. But I feel like this though, leading from a basketball standpoint, it's two different kind of leaderships, bro. You got locker room leaders. You got guys that gather the truth together. When things are going bad, they get everybody together. Say, hey, we got this. Put everybody. Get everybody in their right spots, bro. Get everybody right in mindset wise. But then you got guys that lead on the court like Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic, that's not who Luka Doncic is. Luka Doncic, a guy that came from Europe, for Slovenia. He was probably the youngest player on his team. Like he not used to being the leader. He used to being the guy that's really talented, young, up and coming. Like he's the next up. You know what I'm talking about? Like he's Lil Wayne with the hot boys. You feel what I'm saying? He not used to being the leader. So you look at it like this. He come on the Dallas Mavericks. Mavericks gave him the keys from day one. They had Dennis Smith Jr. over there who was supposed to be they Nobel Peace Prize. They put him to the side. That didn't work out good. It didn't work out good for him. He had injuries. We get that. Luka just a way better player. You look at the situation him and Kristaps Porzingis, how that went. A lot of people said Kristaps Porzingis was trash. Oh, he was garbage. Wasn't a good sidekick. This guy over there with the Washington Wizards, he's playing much better because they're using him in different spots on the court instead of just having him spot up and shoot like he was with the Dallas Mavericks. Which if I'm Kristaps Porzingis, I understand his frustration because you're only using me as a spot up shooter when I can do other things. He averaged 23 points. 23 points, what, over double digit rebounds, something like that. So yeah, he's playing a lot better with the Wizards than what he was with the Dallas Mavericks. And you gotta take a look at the blame with everybody from the organization standpoint, coaching standpoint, Rick Carlisle, who's no longer there no more. Excuse me. And Luka Doncic. This whole situation to me, it's more than just Luka Doncic. Because I look at it like this. The ownership, the front office deserve a lot of like Mark Cuban them. They number one. they deserve a lot of blame because when you had a chance to re-sign Jalen Brunson for them 55 M's before the season, you didn't do it. That is a bargain. 55 M's for Jalen Brunson. And for people to underestimate this guy's talent, they make it seem like Jalen Brunson just another guy. Jalen Brunson been in the spotlight. He been that guy. So I don't understand how can anybody look at him and say, "Oh, he just another guy Luka play with." And you see now, I bet a lot of people changed up their tone when we was having those basketball discussions about how the guys went down the Mavericks bring a lot to the table too. It wasn't just Luka, and that surely got exposed this year because once you trade away then Finney Smith, Dorian Finney-Smith, you gave him 75 M's, you got rid of him for Kyrie Irving. And again, I understand what you was trying to do. You want to bring another star over there to Dallas. But to me, Kyrie wasn't the right move. They didn't need Kyrie Irving. To me, Luka Doncic needs to play with a guy that's really kind of, to me, not only that he's used to winning, but also play on both ends of the floor. And I think he needs a guy that knows how to play off the ball too, not necessarily need the ball. Not that Kyrie can't, but I don't think it's a perfect fit to me. I think this team with Luka Doncic requires him to play with a guy like Kawhi, Paul George, or Anthony Davis. He needs a guy like that. I think that'll be the perfect fit for him. But even with that being said, Luka Doncic gotta up the ante on the defensive end. He gotta become a better player all around. Like just all around from we know you can shoot, but when you're up 15, at some point you gotta stop isolating, dribble, 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 step back threes. You know what I'm talking about? Like he gotta learn how to manage the game. He gotta learn how to manage his temper and his emotions. When he don't get calls, he's throwing temper tantrums. I mean, this is it's getting out of hand now. I mean, this is going on year 4, year 5. Man, at some point he gotta change his mentality a little bit, bro. If you want to be a championship level player, you gotta hold your emotions, bro, and keep your head in the game, stay focused, bro. Especially when things ain't going your way, you ain't gotta cry every time to the referees. I feel like he does a lot too much complaining. That's just me though. But Hardaway Jr. dad, everybody know the Hall of Famer Tim Hardaway. He called out Luka Doncic, said Luka Doncic not a leader, and that's the truth. I mean, a lot of these guys are not leaders though. If we believe it or not, guys, a lot of these guys just want to play basketball. I know they say a lot about Kid Durant. Oh, Kid Durant's not a leader. Well, truth be told, a lot of them guys just want to play basketball. They don't want to do all of the hoopla, all the yelling and I get these guys. Hey, you got to do this. You got to do that. They don't want to do all the yelling, holding guys accountable. Some of these guys don't want to do that. They just want to play ball. Some of them just want to, they want somebody on their team to do that. That's why a guy like Draymond Green is very valuable, bro. That's one of the things I talk about. A lot of people don't understand it. They just look at, he triple single, but y'all don't understand it. Steph Curry doesn't have to go out there and do all of that other stuff. He can just focus on just being a great basketball player. That's what we got Draymond Green for. Draymond gonna do that. Iguodala, he right there. So that helps. And I think Luka Doncic pretty much need the same thing. But I think the real reason, and another thing, whether it's true or not, I don't know. But some people saying is Mark Cuban and Luka Doncic, they don't have the best relationship. I don't know how true it is. I just, you hear that though. You hear that, right? For certain people, you know. So that's something to look at. That's something to pay attention to. And it seemed like something is off with him in the front office. If you pay attention post game, he said he didn't like the fact that he had to sit out, and NBA investigating how Dallas Mavericks handled that situation against the Chicago Bulls, sitting out their players. One of the biggest reasons people point out is they want to keep their lottery pick, which is top 10 protected. It's top 10 protected. So the couple of reasons why they did that. Plus, if they lose that game, they automatically gonna be behind the Bulls. So that was kind of like we want to keep our pick kind of thing. And it seemed like to me, Luka wants to win. So it does seem like a disconnection with him in the front office. Another thing I'm looking at too, he Tim McMillan, Tim McMahon. He the one who wrote the article talking about the franchise fears that in the future that he can ask for a trade request pretty much by next summer, 2024. Luka Doncic skipped over that. Like, I just don't, this PR stuff though, bro. You guys gonna come out and say the right thing. Oh, I'm committed. I'm committed to the team. I'm not going nowhere. We know that. Like, we don't believe that till we actually get there to that point. But this is what Luka Doncic said.
Luka, when we talked to Cuban the other day, he said, obviously they want to keep you forever, but essentially they have to earn your loyalty. How do you feel about kind of the direction this franchise is going and what needs to happen to make you comfortable that this can be a long-term fit for you?
Yeah, I mean, I saw the report. I don't know who. Somebody said that I was going to address a trade. It was funny, because I didn't know that was true. I didn't say it.
I didn't say it. I know. To be very clear.
I don't know. Sources said it.
No. To be very clear. I want to get this straight, because seriously, I want to get this straight. Never did I say, hey, Luka is indicating that you're going to request a trade. What I said is, if they don't get this right over the next year, there is a fear that you could come to them as Anthony Davis did in New Orleans, James Harden did in Houston, Kevin Durant just did in Brooklyn, and say, hey, if we don't have a chance to win a championship, something's got to change.
I know what you're saying, but I'm happy here. So there's nothing to worry.
So he kind of like said all the right things. I'm happy and all this other stuff. No, he's not happy because he was causing havoc before the trade deadline, saying they need to get players. So at some point, smoke is fire. Another thing to point out to it, I saw something that was very interesting, but at the same time, I didn't think too much of it because it seemed a little over-exaggerated. And you know how when things are going bad, people in the media seem to over-exaggerate something. So you had a group of guys, I don't know the name of this show, but I had I'm gonna play the clip for you, and he said some interesting things. Now again, I don't really take much into what he's saying because there's something don't seem right about this video. These guys sitting here talking about Luka Doncic and the issues he got going on with his teammates. I don't believe it's really. Maybe it is, but I don't think it's to a point where guys just don't want to play with Luka. I'm gonna say that. I think Luka needs to be held. I think Luka takes fault until the Dallas Mavericks losing too, because I'm tired of everybody keep saying he's a superstar, but they are celebrating this guy losing in the first round. By the way, losing to the Clippers, y'all are celebrating. You got a bunch of guys that celebrating Luka Doncic putting up numbers and losing, but at the same time, not holding him, not talking about the stuff that he's not doing to help them win chips. Because they can put the best roster money can buy around him. If he's not committing to making winning plays outside of just scoring, holding the ball, they're not going to win. I don't know if people don't realize it or not. Until they can get the best roster possible, until Luka Doncic changes his mentality and he learn how to play winning basketball outside of just getting his numbers, they're not going to win a championship. But I'm going to play this clip, though. Now, again, I don't believe this stuff is true. Maybe there's some truth to that.
$15 million over 3 years. I do know that Tim Hardaway Jr. has recently in team meetings called out Luka and said, I pretty much don't like you. So that's probably tough as a guy who just turned 24, that Magoo doesn't like you. Tim Hardaway Jr. doesn't like you. Not so much publicly, but I do know pretty much that Kyrie Irving isn't crazy about playing in this Luka Doncic system. So that's another guy that I know has come out. Christian Wood and him have had obviously issues. Christian Wood came on our station with us and said, yeah, but he's like, Luka yells at me a lot, and I know like I have to take it this and that. I'm not saying Christian
Yeah.
Wood has not come out privately or publicly and said, I don't like this guy. But Tim Hardaway Jr. has. JaVale McGee behind the scenes has. Kyrie Irving is kind of like, look, I have no problem with Luka Doncic as a person. I'm just not crazy about playing in the Luka Doncic.
Now, y'all heard that clip for y'allself. I mean, y'all let me know what y'all think about that. I do know, like, Kyrie Irving does get along with Mark Cuban, though. As far as I know, a lot of people say that he get along with Mark Cuban. But his Luka Doncic relationship with Mark Cuban is questionable. So, and it seemed like there's something to that. There's some disconnection. And again, they got Nico, what's his name? The guy that came from Nike. Nico, can't think of buddy name. But Nico, he's in the front office, right? So maybe that's disconnection with Luka in the front office and ownership. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Get in the comment section. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Subscribe. I'm out.